Alright guys, I'm going to create a basic vase shape using some very soft clay. I'm going to secure my clay. Center my clay. And open my clay. Alright, I like to use my sponge. Completely open. Pull out my bottom floor. Alright. Make sure the bottom is nice and compressed and even. I'm going to compress my wall, making sure it's all the same thickness. Right. I'm going to form my bottom ring. Right. Where my foot is going to be, down here. Push that clay up. Right. And then begin to squeeze that. Remove that clay. Up to form my cylinder. Okay, so this clay is very soft, so I have to be a little careful how much water I use, how much pressure I apply at once. I'm going to push down here, continue to squeeze. All right, move my clay up. All right, slow it down up here, just follow through. All right, you're going to make sure my rim, all right, top portion stays inward, and my rim stays nice and even, same thickness throughout my body. Okay, I'm going to again go into my base. All right, this should be the final pull. I'm going to squeeze down here, and my hands are moving a lot slower, so I'm being very mindful of how thick certain areas are. Allowing me to squeeze it all the way up. Okay, compress my rim. Okay. I'm just going to collar the outside, making sure everything is nice and proportional to where I want it to be. Then I'm going to take my rib tool and I'm going to compress my wall. Right, taking off all the slip, compressing the wall, making my cylinder much stronger. Right, take away all this slip. I'm going to do it again. Right. I want my wall to be super compressed, squeezing out all the moisture, right, before I start forming my shape. And since this is going to be a basic vase shape, I'm not going to overwork it. It's going to be very standard, basic shape. So I'm going to start to form a little bit of a belly right here. Right, so if the belly becomes too wide, I'm going to lose a lot of height. Right, so I don't want that to happen. Right, so I'm just going to be very subtle. Right, and then I'm going to collar in a little bit up here. To form a nice shoulder area. Collar in a little more. I'm going to go over again with my rib tool. Every time you add water, you take away water. Okay? Go right in with my rib tool. Right, take all this water off. Squeeze it all off, right to the neck. Okay, I'm going to squeeze the neck in a little more, so I need to add a little more water. It slides easily. Again, it's super soft, so if it sticks, it's going to twist. Okay, collar that in a little more. Maybe down here a little more. Okay, I'm going to go in with my rib tool. Take all my water off. Right to my rim. Right, I like to compress my rim. I lost my sponge. Oh, there it is. I was hiding under there. Okay, I'm going to compress my rim. Right, make it a little wider. a little lip, like wide lip on the rim. I go over some of the surfaces. I'm going to trim my bottom. Right, trim the excess clay away. And give it a nice undercut. This is so your fingers can lift your piece off the wheel. Right? Since this clay is so soft, I'll let it sit on the wheel a little bit before I remove it. I'm going to clean up that bottom edge, make it nice and clean looking. Okay. And go over my surface one more time with my rib. Create a nice thick rib lines. I enjoy the rib lines, so I leave them. Right, I'll come into here, right into the collar area. Create an indent. Right, and then I'm going to put a little spiral twist. Right, wet my hands. Right, a little spiral twist in my neck. Right, go over my sponge lightly, even everything out. Make everything nice and uniform. Alright, I'll let this piece dry and trim another day. Hope you all enjoyed.